this that way. Hello, everybody. It is Tuesday. How are we doing tonight? How's everybody doing? Hey, Kitty, good evening to you. Great to have you here tonight. How are things? How was your Tuesday? How was your Tuesday? Tell me about your Tuesday. It is great to have everybody here live tonight on Tuesday night. Good day to start holiday shopping. Good day to start holiday shopping. Hey, Kelly's here. Great to have you here, Kelly. Yes, you did. Adele's been quick on the trigger the last few nights, but you beat her tonight. She has, hey, Nebraska Angie is on. Great to have you here, Nebraska Angie. How is everybody tonight? What are you guys grateful for this Tuesday night? It is great to have you all here. I am excited to be here tonight. Lots going on. Lots going on. A little tired today, but a lot going on. See, Vicky, I am glad you tuned in. You caught the replay, Vicky. I am glad you tuned in. It was a good episode. There's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of moving parts. There is a lot happening. There's a lot happening. And will continue to happen in the coming days. But it's good stuff. It is good stuff. So ultimately, there is good stuff coming your way. I love really nice customers. We had some this week bring us our staff Dunkin' cards, and we had somebody else bring a gift basket. It's a good time. It's nice to see nice people. We had another one come in with a basket and sleigh bells. She was carrying sleigh bells, and she had Lindt chocolates in her basket for everybody that was in the store. All the customers that were in the store, all the staff. It was really very nice. Hey, Vicky, I am glad I made you money. You know, I try to be somewhat entertaining and provide valuable information as best as I have it at the time. You've gotten cookies. I need to head to Illinois. If I make it back in 24 hours, do I have to quarantine? Kitty's got cookies. Okay, I can get 24 hours and back, Kitty. I can go and pick up cookies. Kitty's got cookies. I like that. I do like cookies. In case you are unsure, this belly likes cookies. I like that. We got cookies from one consignor that I think everybody was a little nervous eating. Didn't we get one that people were like, didn't somebody bring us? Huh? Oh yeah, that guy. Yeah. That was one. That wasn't this year. Somebody brought us cookies this year. Oh, Phyllis made us cookies this year, didn't he? We've had a variety of gifts this year, which is really very sweet. I mean, it shows how important we are to the community. It shows how much you mean to the community when you get gifts like that. And you do mean a tremendous amount. I mean, we are the ultimate community-based business. When you want to see a reflection of your community, I mean, I tell politicians, go to your local resale store, and you will see a direct reflection of your community right there. Hey, Rose, it is a roller coaster we're on. I mean, I'm telling You gotta ride the wave. Ride the wave. We're riding a wave right now, and it is a wave. It is a wave. So it is something that's part of it, Rose, and it's weird because I'm not always in the store. I mean, I take a peek. If I'm at my warehouse, we have a screen up that has cameras up for the stores, and I can see, and it really isn't a thing to look at because it looks kind of depressing a lot of times. Surf's up. You got it, Rose. Sometimes, but it gets there. The sales get there somehow, and really it gets there over time. And that's part of what we're going to talk about as we budget for the first quarter, because sales are getting there over time. I'm not saying it's an easy slog. It's tough to work our way through this, and it is. These are not easy sales. There's no give-me's. I mean, some of the local stores I shopped in tonight, it was a give me. They had a guy shopping. That was a fairly easy target. It was even easier when they said, "Can I wrap this for you?" Yes, you can. Yes, you can. I'm happy to let you wrap this for me. Let me buy some more things that you can wrap for me. Guys are an easy slog at this time of year, especially when you make it easy for them. When you make it easy for them, they will bless you and be very generous with it. So that is good there. Well, let's get this party started tonight because I got stuff to cover, and I'm feeling desserty. So it's time to head that way. I did get dinner in before tonight. All right, tonight we start this program every night with our friend Lin-Manuel Miranda and the Good Morning, Good Night book. The Good Morning, Good Night book is how we start this program every night. We're only 6 degrees of separation from him. I think actually only 5 degrees of separation from Lin-Manuel Miranda. And tonight we are on page 42. 42 is where we're going. Good morning. Everything could change today. Or one tiny vital thing. What? It won't be a rerun of yesterday? Let's see. Boom, there you go. That is where you go. But, as we ride the wave, Rose, you bring up a good point. I've had people my manager asked, one of my locations, asked me what to expect the day after Christmas. What are we going to expect for customers and everything? And I honestly don't know. This is a different year. The day after Christmas is a Saturday, so you're going into a weekend. I don't know what it's going to be like for business. I think we're going to run the same run rate, sort of, but for traffic and how we get there and what customers get us there, I got no clue. No clue on it. I have, I'm just glad that people show up. I'm glad that people continue to show up. Our governor announced today further restrictions after Christmas on occupancy. They're reducing occupancy to 25%. Our size and our current traffic levels, it's not an issue, really, but it is going to affect a lot of smaller places, and so that is a concern. Even one place I was in today, at least one store that I was in, maybe 2, had to limit people from coming in while I was there. I hate to see that. Because and at least the people were good about waiting. I'm glad people were willing to wait to then come into some of these smaller stores that I went into today, because it's so important we keep them going through this. Excuse me. All right, what do we got going on here tonight? I like this, and this is a perfect quote for tonight when you're talking about customers bringing you gifts, okay? Customers making you cookies, bringing you candies, chocolates, and everything. Right, Kitty, and that's the size of our stores. We're able to weather the low occupancy. It's the smaller places that can't do it, and it's hard. It's hard. I feel for them, especially at this time of the year where they have people out wanting to shop with them. But as we talked about cookies and cakes and different things that customers are bringing us as gifts and thank yous for being there for them, okay, for being a vital part of their community, this quote today hits right home with that. To drive sales, make a pitch. To build loyalty, make a friend. To drive sales, make a pitch. To build loyalty, make a friend. There you go. Excuse me. Couple news items here tonight for you. Apple is temporarily closing 1/4 of its global stores in response to the surging COVID infection rates. More than 100 Apple stores have been closed. In addition to its half of them are in California. Apple has 53 stores in California, all of its stores in Tennessee, 4 of them. 53 in California, 4 in Tennessee, and 4 stores in Minnesota. All 3 stores in Utah, 2 in Oklahoma, a single location in Portland, Anchorage, Omaha, Nebraska, and sadly to say, Kelly, the Albuquerque store is closed. The Albuquerque Apple store is closed. This next item I thought was really great because, so often you hear with technology companies, how are they going to make money? You heard it forever with Facebook. How's Facebook going to make money? How's Twitter going to make money? How are all these technology companies going to make money? Most of them, yes, I know. No Apple store in Albuquerque. You got to go out of state, but get back within 24 hours so that you don't have to quarantine. So many of these technology companies never make any money. Okay, so I'm moving on from Apple, which obviously makes lots and lots of money. So you don't have to worry about Apple. Steve Jobs, may he rest in peace, his family will still have dinner on their table tomorrow night. They will still have food on their plates. Tim Cook, the current CEO, he will still be able to eat. He won't have to tighten his belt any. He might have to loosen his belt with all he's going to eat. But, with the rise of remote connection, Zoom, and all the ways people are connecting, you knew it was only a matter of time before they started to sell you things while you were on your Zoom, okay? And the first of that is Starbucks. Starbucks, my friends at Starbucks, have deployed an app within Microsoft Teams, okay? So you can, while you are on a group meeting in Microsoft Teams, you can send somebody in the meeting a Starbucks gift. Through they don't call it advertising it, they call it enhanced personalization. I am not advertising to you, I am giving you enhanced personalization. And you can now Starbucks gift cards, and there will be future versions. You'll be able to order a coffee and send it, which I think is really important because that's one of the things I miss in a meeting. Some of the the boards that I sit at, I mean, one of the benefits of going to the meetings is we get some phenomenal meals or things. You know, when I'm at the retail association or the chamber board meeting, I mean, we eat really, really well, and tend to drink really well too. They have good coffee and other things, pastries, a nosh, as it is so known. Hey, Barb. But I've been saying all along that, you know, when we have these meetings, because now that we're doing them virtually, they should send a cookie and a coffee or something, a DoorDash lunch or whatever with it for participating. So that's just. But now you will be able to do that in Microsoft Teams. Send a Starbucks gift card. In the future, you'll be able to send somebody their latte. It's just the start, people. It's just the start. You know, they gotta have ways to make money. It's not all subscription revenue. How's Barb doing tonight? Welcome to the program, Barb. Great to have you here live tonight. I have not personally checked this out, but TikTok has launched a new small business resource center for you, for small businesses. Hey, Lisa's with us in Toronto. As it continues to expand its business offerings and ad options, TikTok, not Tic Tac, TikTok, has launched a new small business resource center with tools to help you learn how to grow with the app. And from success stories to creative tools and free webinars, there's everything you need to grow your business on the TikTok platform. So you can learn to TikTok. I don't know. I don't have it. I don't have the app. I don't know how to TikTok. I am not there. But now there's a resource for me and for you. You're more likely to check it out than I am. And so please do check that out and report back. Kitty, you do your own radio ads. I can see you doing your own TikToks too. You know, you can. Rose could have a safari animals in there. What? Zach and Marianne have done TikToks. Oh yeah, they did the tiger one. Yeah, Zach and Marianne did one a while back. They did a really cute one early on in the pandemic when Tiger King was big, and why am I getting? But you know, it's all about growing our way out of this. We got to be aware of it all. But but you can't sing or dance. If you watch some things on TikTok, Kitty, I think they can't sing or dance either, but that's just me. I don't know that you have to for that. Hey, Adele and Dazzle are here. Great to have you here, Adele. Glad you were here. Everybody was excited they beat you today because you've been getting in first the last few nights, so everybody was excited. But it is a tool. My thing with all the social medias, and this is just my general thing, because it can be really overwhelming as a business owner. Now I've got to add TikTok to my Instagram, to my Facebooking, to my Twittering, to all the things that I'm doing, okay? I honestly, with all that you're doing right now and how stretched you all are, I really don't recommend trying to do all of them. It's just too much. Focus on one or two and do them well. Okay, you know, we're on Facebook and Instagram is where we spend our energy right now. That's where we spend most of our energy. So wherever you spend your energy it is important, but don't stress yourself out trying to do them all. Be aware of being informed is really important. So being aware and informed is very important. But trying to keep up with everything is very, very difficult, and something that I don't want you going crazy doing. So don't go crazy. That's my message. Don't go crazy. Some of you may have seen today, I finally, I apologize for the delay, got our budget planning worksheet done for 2020. And this is only, again, as we look at budgets for 2020, which we've wanted to talk about, 2021. Yes, it is. The calendar will move forward. Sorry, we're not redoing 2020. As we look at budgets for 2021, hang on a second. I need more water. I have some couscous stuck in my throat. And my peanut gallery says I'm welcome. Rebecca and Zeke made dinner tonight. As we look at budgets for 2021, okay, setting your budgets up, it's really hard to look beyond the first quarter at this point. Okay, we just don't have enough information. I feel good talking about the first quarter and where we're going to be at, and calculating both a sales and expense budget for that using a combination of data. So I've laid this out in a couple of worksheets. I've given a sample sheet. There's two tomorrow. One is a worksheet, an Excel spreadsheet that you can fill in the blanks on. And what blanks are you filling in on this? Let me tell you. In the first section of it, you are putting sales that in the months that you were open since reopening the entire month. Okay? If you were open, let's say a half month, you could do that too, but you have to give the same half month figure for 2019. But don't get into, I was open 7 days in May, but you were open the full month of June. So don't play too many games with that. But really concentrate on the full months of the year and put your sales for 2019 for those months and for 2020. Only for those months that you were open the full month. And then in the second section, you're going to do the same for expenses. You're going to enter the expenses for the months that you were open, your full months. The same as sales. And do that for 2019 and 2020. Then in the third section, so I've got four sections to this spreadsheet, you are going to fill in your sales for the month of January, February, and March of 2019 and 2020. And then you're going to do this in section 4, the same with expenses for January, February, and March of 2020. What that's creating is, the first part of it's creating a run rate, okay? And what is a run rate? A run rate is how are you doing as a percentage in comparison to the previous year? Are you accomplishing 75% of your sales and sales, but 120% of your expenses because it's costing you more to do business? What rate are you running at? And it'll help calculate that, and then it'll help then on the second tab of the sheet, which I didn't print here. Well, I have it filled out. On the second tab of the sheet, it calculates it all out for you, based on the numbers you entered, what your expected sales for January, February, and March should be, and your expected expenses, as well as average monthly sales in the first quarter, and average monthly expenses, and any average profit monthly and loss, monthly profit and loss for the first. And so that helps even things out and will help get us to the other side of this. So that that is really your homework. I know some of you have already done that and just need to plug it into the sheets to make sure your run rates are all calculated correctly. Both those files, the example sheet, I've got an example sheet with numbers already filled in, so you can get an idea of how it calculates and what it does, and then you can plug in your own numbers and into the Excel sheet, and it steps you right through it. So then we can talk about it a little bit more as you have your own numbers, and I can answer your questions here. Once you have it filled out, print it out, and we can talk about it tomorrow and the next day. Happy to talk about it and get everybody going on their budgets there so that you have some forward looking to 2021, because 2021 is coming. Your business is still standing. You will have sales. You will have expenses. So starting to get a handle on it and to have an idea, and when you see it calculated out, you'll say, oh, that kind of makes sense, okay, because I've been running at this. And when you see both the percentages of your run rate, okay, for both sales and expenses, it'll start to make more sense to you what 2020 has been. Because a lot of people are just like, it's such a roller coaster. But really, when you start applying percentages to it, it evens out it's much more level. And you'll see that through the creation of this. And that's why I wanted to create it for you, both to make you feel better about the year that has been. Okay, if there's any way I can make you feel better about the year that has been, I want to make you feel better about it. Okay, and to give you sight, okay, to help you put on your glasses and see forward to 2021 and how we're going to get through the first quarter. The reason I only did the first quarter, okay, is because we need a little more visibility. We need to get into the first quarter because I think the run rates could be different in the second quarter. Maybe not the second quarter. I certainly think the third and fourth quarter will be completely different. So calculating those now, based on the information we have today, is just reaching a little too far in the future for what we know. We don't know how fast the country is going to get vaccinated. We don't know what the darkest days of winter are going to look like fully, what the spring's going to look like. I'm feeling optimistic about next fall, but we don't know what all that stuff looks like. So that's why we're going to take a very conservative approach to the first quarter, and then as the first quarter progresses, we'll start working on budgets for the second quarter. So this is just the first budget project for 2021. Hey, Jerry's with us. She came out of the closet. She's with us, Jerry. It is great to have you here. I hope all is well in your world. So take a look at both those sheets. Let me know if you have any questions. Just email me, Neil, Neil at ECIstores.com. Neil at ECIstores.com is where you find me. And let me know if there's any questions on it, or if the numbers aren't making sense to you. The number to put in where isn't making sense. I tried to keep it really simple. I really did. Hey, Jerry. But you need to have this kind of visibility. It will help you sleep better at night, knowing what, based on your trend line, you can expect for sales in the first quarter, and what numbers, and change the trajectory, and focus your efforts in different ways to control expenses and increase sales. I'm glad you're hanging in there like everybody else. We're going hand in hand, Jerry, hand in hand. Earlier in the program. Good. I'm glad. Well, that means a lot to me, Kitty, that it looks good to you. If it looks good to you, then I'm feeling pretty good. on it, because I did spend some time, you know, and it's not perfect, but it's a good plan, and that's what we all need. We just need a little bit of visibility right now as we push forward. But there's a lot of good coming. The best days. Hey, Paola, how are you? Great to have you here tonight. To be in person with some of you people. I certainly can't wait to speak to the Northwest or Northeast Ohio resale group. I was supposed to do that. Then this COVID thing. I don't know. When we can in-person meet again, I'll be there. But this is a good start at a budget. So take a look at that, fill it in, pop in your numbers into the spreadsheet, and see where you're at. And we'll go from there. We'll have conversations about it. You know, this video and everything we talk about, this video and everything I talk about every night goes over to narts.org/resalestrong by noon the very next day. That is where you will find a direct link to the budget file to create your budget for the first quarter and the example file. You'll find it all right there so you can create your budget. narts.org/resalestrong is where you do it. Hey, Kathy White is joining us. Great to have you here, Kathy. There's also a direct link to the YouTube channel. You're not alone running this store, where you can like, comment, and subscribe and ring the bell so that you always know when a new one drops. Because you can't always catch this live. So much to catch on the replay. I am here live in the Narts private Facebook group every night at more 8 than ish Eastern, live in the Narts private Facebook group. If you have a question in between, you just email me. Neil, Neil@ECIstores.com, Neil@ECIstores.com. And be sure you share it all with all your friends in business. All that stuff at narts.org/resalestrong is to help everybody. Butcher, baker, candlestick maker get across the finish line. That is what we're doing here, everybody. Thank you, Kitty. I really appreciate that. That means a lot. We start this program every night with the Good Morning, Good Night book. If you were not here at the top of the program, we are on page 42 tonight. Good morning. Everything could change today, or one tiny, vital thing. What, it won't be a rerun of yesterday? Let's see. Our good night tonight is good night. Everything could change tomorrow, or one tiny, vital thing. What it won't be is a rerun of today. Rest up. Here's your graphics, folks. Love the... Oh, hang on, I'm getting too much light on them. Oh, there they are. Now they're showing up. I love the old screens. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Neil Abramson. I do like a good party, a wedding, a bar mitzvah, a holiday cookie swap. Well, I don't know when we're going to be able to party again in person, but I do know we will be partying again. And when we do, I will be there with you. Yes, I will. Absolutely, positively, we'll be there with you. But until tomorrow, at more 8 than ish, know that you, and you, but most importantly you, yes you, you're not alone running this store. It's time for dessert, everybody. Have a great night. I'll see you tomorrow.